Hi, we get quite a few questions about how we fill up with water when we're parked down in the wild. So while we're parked here in a beautiful location in Canada, I thought I'd do a quick video showing you our system. To get the water from the river, the first stage, we have a submersible pump which basically drops into the river, powered by 12 volts, and that starts pumping the water up the hill. So the output of the submersible pump goes to the input of our spare domestic water pump. This in theory can pump water up to 31 meters above itself. What it can't do is it can't suck water up. So you need to have this low down on the riverbank next to the submersible pump. It then boosts the pressure and pumps it all the way up to the truck. In our case here, it's going up at probably a total height gain of about 3 meters. My total pipe length is 11 meters, so we have the capability to go quite a long way if we need to. To connect the hose to the truck, we have the little trapdoor there inside the utility compartment. We also have an electrical connection there for the water pump. When the water enters the truck, the first thing it does is it goes through a 5 micron sediment filter, which I'll show you in a moment. And then once it comes out of the water tank, it goes through a 0.5 micron carbon filter to make it safe for drinking. Okay, some people accuse me of being a geek. This is my geek system for filling with water and various other systems. Basically, I can select how much water I want to fill. I can select either to fill by the amount of tank, or I can select to fill by a number of litres. So at the moment you can see we've got three quarters of a tank, which is about 170 litres. If I want to add 10 litres, I can simply add 10 on there, and then the system will turn the water valve on, and you can see now we're filling it 8 litres per minute, and we've already got 0.7 of a litre coming into the system. Once we fill up with the desired quantity, the system will automatically shut off the fill valve, and it will tell me that the water filling is complete. It's the same on the filter quantity. We're obviously at 3/4 at the moment. If I'd selected fill to full, it would go until the gauge reading went up to 100%, and at that point it would turn off the water. While the water's going in, we get the flow rate. We get the number of litres that have gone in, and you can see the total quantity of water on the truck is being recorded in the bottom screen. As we use water, the system also records how much is being taken out of the tank, and so we get a water used figure up here, which is quite useful. It gives you a rough estimate of how much you've got in your wastewater tank. So for working out the total weight of the vehicle, that's quite a useful feature. And when we're using water as well, we've also got to read out there how many litres per minute we're using. If I want to just turn the valve on, I've also got a manual valve for just turning the water tap effectively in the back of the truck on to allow the water flow into the vehicle. And you see we're about to come up to 10 litres, and it should tell us water filling complete. There you go, water filling's complete, and good to go. So when we fill the water, all the water goes through a 5 micron sediment filter, and then when we take the water out of the water tank, it goes through 0.5 micron carbon block filter, which is what makes it actually safe to drink. These two filters are both the same size physically. They go into a standard domestic 10-inch water filter housing, which we have in the vehicle. Some people will tell you that 0.5 micron isn't enough because there are viruses which are smaller than 0.5 micron. Our research using Tom Shepherd's Vehicle Dependent Expedition Guide shows that although there are viruses smaller than 0.5 micron, a virus doesn't survive unless it's on a cyst, and the cysts are bigger than 0.5 micron. So if you stop the cyst from going through your system, then you stop the virus, because the virus will be attached to that cyst. That's worked for us 6.5 years on the road now through Africa, Europe, South and Central America, and now North America. We've never had any tummy bugs or any problems with the water, either filling from taps or from filling from rivers and lakes. That's it basically. That's our system. That's how we get our fresh water into the truck. And I hope you found it useful. Thanks.